And now I've just kind of sequence braked again to get up here. And now that Sicer just revealed a secret to us. So we can come in here now and grab... I'm not being very entertaining. For that, I apologize. Running out of childhood memories here, which I didn't think was possible. This was another super missile, actually. This is another expansion. I got frustrated. Actually, maybe not. There were times I would forget how to get it. And that was frustrating. I hated forgetting how to get an expansion I'd gotten before. I've forgotten how to get that first reserve tank I've gotten too. Now you'll see over on the map, in the middle of this room, there's a door upwards. That leads out and back into Brinstar. And I used to think it leads to an expansion, or actually a couple expansions, that are up here. They're up this way. And I'd get confused and think it was through that door, and I'd end up going to Brinstar, and I'd have to come all the way back into Meridia, because once you leave Meridia and you're out into Brinstar, you can't come back. Okay, so 2 new enemies here. Those little purple flying things are called menus. And those spiky turtle shell things are called ouches. Which is kind of a funny name, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, menus and ouches. They're new. But they're not too big of a problem. Here are a couple Zeb spawns, and down here, you can kill that chute. And right here, for some reason, I always got confused and thought this spot was back in that previous, through that previous room, but nope. And I'd always remember it. I'd be like, man, I remember there was a spot where there's a super missile and a missile expansion, but man, I don't know where it is. Nope. Okay, come on. Get up. Jeez. So, yeah, and so that'd be frustrating having to go all the way through Meridia, and it killed your time too. You know, if you mess up and you accidentally go there, it destroys your chance at getting there in under 3 hours. I mean, and it's hard enough actually going through the official game's path when you can't do like wall jumping or any of these extra speed tricks. When you can't do them, getting through under 3 hours is tough. It's not an easy task. So yeah, and I liked getting through in under 3 hours because there's a special thing that you see if you get it in under 3 hours. There are 3 different endings to this game. There's okay, yeah, you're intermediate to expert at this game. Oh, and here's the music again. There's a save point through this door, but I'm not going to use it. 3 hours is intermediate to expert. Above 3 hours is novice. It's like above 3, between 3 and 10 hours is like novice to man, you suck at this. And above 10 hours is, oh my fucking god, how could you be so hideously bad at this game that you don't know where to go? 10 hours. Gee, I've never taken that long to beat this game. Okay, so by the way, I am on track for what I thought. And I'm not going to go in that room. By the way, these shellfish like things that look like escargot, they are called yards. Don't really have anything to say about that, but yeah, they're called yards. And they look like Metroids, don't they? If you're familiar with what Metroids look like, yeah, be like, hey, those are Metroids. No, those are Mocktroids. According to... I don't even know where I heard this. I think it was in another LP. I never actually saw an official source. But they're failed clones of Metroids. By the way, that red thing over there is called a Puyo. I haven't seen those yet. Or we haven't seen those yet. They're different colors, but that's called the Puyo. And here's another mini-boss. The mini-boss of Meridia, Batwoon, whose name I never knew. It's like the least memorable boss in this game. because he's not really that hard. I should not be wasting my super missiles right now. Because I'm going to do something special. I'm going to fight the boss of this area twice, because there's two ways to defeat him. There's the standard way, just kind of shooting him like you would any boss. But there's actually a special way that I always kind of knew about. I don't know how I originally found out about it, but my little brother and I always seemed to know about this way of beating him. So I'll show you that one too. But first I'll show you the standard way. So I'm messing up here. So you want to speed run across here, and here's a new enemy called Rio, something like that. Anyway, these little purple things that come out, kind of like in a group, kind of like gamuts, but they're slower. They're fish. Now, if you were paying attention, you saw. Oh, I don't know what happened there. If you're paying attention, you saw an energy tank here. So we're gonna come through here. Do not go over there; you'll fall through and fall into the quicksand. And that's a pain in the ass if you fall through the quicksand. It's tough to get out of. Now you can go all the way out and run back across, but I think it's faster to just bomb your way through the path again and deal with it. Gotta be careful with these guys because the quicksand really is a pain. Ah, jeez. But I do want... I'm stuck. See, this is why I told you to be careful. Gotta jump. I get confused because in Metroid Fusion, you had to do kind of just one big jump to get out of there. In this game, you have to do a lot of little ones. So here's another use for the grapple beam. If you've found it useless so far. Not only can it take out bulls, which are otherwise immune to your weapons, it can take out mock droids in one hit, which your beam can't do. So yeah, I like to use that. So even though the grapple beam is pretty much useless for what it was meant for, because pretty much any of the little spots I used it, I probably could have jumped if I just took off the high jump boots. I probably could have made that jump. And I haven't needed to actually use it the way I'm supposed to since I started the game, so I really don't need it. And the upgrade I'm about to get is, you know, kind of invalidates it. So by the way, here's the music I'm talking about. And right through here is a save point. Oh, fuck. I wasn't paying attention to the time, folks. This is going to be a little bit confusing. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to... I don't know. I'm going to save here and stop this part. I've gone 17 minutes, so this is going to run into part 8. So I'll see you next time on Let's Play Super Metroid later.